Hi, I'm Sheriff Paul Bailey with the Berrien County Sheriff's Office. I'm happy to start the Victim Services Unit in Berrien County, but I'm also happy to be able to provide this training film for all of Michigan and the Michigan Sheriff's Association. We were able to do this with donations from the Whirlpool Corporation, Dave and Barb Whitwam Foundation, Berrien Community Foundation, the St. Joe Benton Harbor Rotary, and the Michigan Sheriff's Association. I hope you enjoy this training film, and I hope it assists you and your community in making it stronger with our Victim Services Unit. Thank you.
Pointed out I was the sheriff in Ionia County, and we did a lot of innovative things. I was there for 25 years. But anyway, I went to Lansing, and you know, when I retired, one of the things I mentioned in my retirement remarks was that in all the years I was sheriff, my one regret was that I didn't start my victim advocate unit sooner. Because as I look back on my career and I look back on the carnage that I caused, you know, cops, we're not the most empathetic people in the world, and there's a reason for that. We don't have the luxury of getting involved in the emotions of the crime. We really have to stay above that. We have to stay focused, because I don't care if it's a sudden infant death or a suicide, it isn't any of those things until we can't prove it's a homicide. So you have to appreciate when we walk into a crime scene, we can't get empathetic, sympathetic, involved with the victims of the crime. Anything we can do to make this program a success, we will be happy to do it. But remember, now you've become part of a very big family, and a very, very, very good family. It's a wonderful service you provide, and
Hello everybody. A little bit about myself. I'm Lieutenant Don Goulooze with the Berrien County Sheriff's Department. I've been with the department for 24.5 years. I've been on this topic right here, accident reconstruction. I've been in that for 15 years, and I am the lead accident reconstructionist for Berrien County right now. We have a 5-man team, 4 men, 1 girl. And just a little bit, for last year alone, we got called out 26 times to handle either fatal accidents, serious injury accidents. We also did a homicide scene and a shooting scene for other departments. Where from, say, a 1-car accident to what you see behind me, this was 80 vehicles in 2003 on I-94. Some of you may remember it. When we got there, when they first called me, they said, hey, we got about a dozen cars. We dive everywhere. What I have over here is what we call a dry suit. That's our basic equipment right there. Because we can dive in ice water, we can dive in contaminated water, we can dive if the water's 70 degrees, and we can throw it on. I could throw it on over this. That's kind of obvious if you look right here. This one was stolen out of Benton Harbor and put into the Paw Paw River. This one was stolen out of South Bend, and this is the St. Joe River in Niles by the old French paper company down there.
Well, basically, I'll give you a quick overview of the Berrien County Central Dispatch. Dispatch Center is what we call a multi-jurisdictional 911 center, and what I mean by that is not only do we dispatch police, we dispatch fire departments, and we dispatch what we call EMS, which is the medical units in Berrien County. Everybody's aware of what landlines are, their home phone. Those are hooked up to the jurisdiction that they live in. Like if you have a home phone number in the city of St. Joe and you dial 911, that phone call goes directly to St. Joe Police Department. Same thing with Benton Harbor. The landline, you dial 911, the phone goes directly to Benton Harbor. Same with Benton Township, same with Niles. Cell phones, how they have evolved in Berrien County has been a little bit different. He'll provide that to dispatch. The deputy will call in requesting your help. We in turn call whoever's on the list. We'll give you the information of what we have, who to contact, or where they're at. And then, from what I understand, you guys will contact them, make arrangements to meet them, meet the officer, talk to the officer over the phone about what his needs are.
Gangs come in many factions, okay? This is what we've documented. Some of these have been around for a while. Some of these have just recently popped up. The majority of these individuals are young people. Now, by no means am I telling you that the problems that we're seeing in Berrien County is anywhere to the magnitude like they are in Chicago, New York, California, or Detroit even. I'm not telling you that. But one thing you can rest assured of is that left unattended, it will get to that magnitude.
Well, good morning, everybody. My name is Marilyn Bowie, and I'm Victim Witness Coordinator in the Prosecutor's Office. And so I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what we do in the Victim Witness Unit in the Prosecutor's Office. We all know that defendants have a lot of rights in the criminal justice system, right? But what about the victims? If you could imagine yourself as a victim, what would you like to see happen? Would you like to know what's going on with your case? Would you like to be able to talk to the prosecutor handling your case? Would you like to maybe let the prosecutor or the judge know what kind of impact the crime has had on you? What you'd like to see happen? I think most everybody would, but it wasn't that long ago that none of that really was taken into consideration. But over the years, the Act has been expanded to include, well, it now includes 3 articles. Article 1 for victims of felony offenses, Article 2 for victims of juvenile offenses, and Article 3 for victims of misdemeanor offenses. And what the Crime Victims' Rights Act does is it establishes protections and certain rights for victims, but it also delegates different procedures and duties to the different criminal justice agencies.
Thank you. And I want to thank all of you for being willing to volunteer your time and give of your hearts to people that are victims here in Berrien County. The mission of the American Red Cross is to provide disaster relief and to help people prepare for, prevent, and respond to emergencies. And that is the same nationwide for all Red Cross chapters and also for our national organization in Washington, D.C.
I do work in the Sheriff's Department, in the jail with the inmates, with the court systems. And I have done so with Berrien County for about 5 years, but I've been in the field for over 20 years now. We could go through all kinds of training. We could go through all kinds of scenarios, but when you get that call, you have no idea what you're going to be walking into. And that's where you start. You try to find out what you will be walking into.